This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Thursday with the morning sprint. Matt Gray is in for Mark Peterson talking about a wet start to the day. But we are following breaking news overnight of a shooting in Spirit Lake. Let's get right to Sydney Charles with the details.
The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office confirms there is one suspect. They also say no officers were injured in the shooting, but we do know that an officer fired a gun. Take a look at your screen. Police and SWAT rushed to the scene here in Spirit Lake, just a block away from the elementary school last night. Right now, we do not know who was shot or where exactly the shooting happened, but officers were staged here at Jefferson Street and 4th Avenue. The Sheriff's Office says there is no active threat to the public at this time, but we are expecting police to release more information in the next hour.
New details about a dog attack that killed a child in North Spokane. Police say they arrived to find that young child was attacked by a family dog. And despite first responders' best efforts, the child died. Family members severely injured the dog while trying to protect the child. Then officers euthanized the dog at the scene. One next-door neighbor says she is heartbroken. Information about the child will be released by the Spokane County Medical Examiner at a later time. We know now that the fire that killed 2 young children Monday morning in Millwood was caused by improper disposal of a cigarette. Because fires can easily start like this, we spoke with Coeur d'Alene Fire about smoking safety. More than 20 million people in the U.S. smoke, and many of them don't know how to properly put out a cigarette. Coeur d'Alene Deputy Fire Marshal Craig Etherton says it is very common for people to place their ashtrays outside. They usually put it to the side out of a walkway, but that means it is usually next to combustibles like trees or bushes that can easily cause a fire. It's important to keep those ashtrays away from where branches, twigs, or leaves can fall into it. Firefighters say they found 27 dead cats while responding to a kitchen fire in this house in Spokane Valley. It happened on North Avalon Road near Trent and Evergreen. We asked Scraps and the fire department about the case. Neither have said whether the fire is what caused the cat's death. Today, a Latah County judge will set a date for when he will review all of the investigative genetic genealogy, or IGG, collected by the prosecutor and FBI in the University of Idaho murders case. The goal is to determine what should be shared with the defense, what should be kept secret, and what could be shared with you, the public. Lawyers for Bryan Kohberger, the man accused of the murders, are asking for details about how investigators used DNA discovered on a knife sheath found at the crime scene to track down Kohberger. We break down the defense's argument in this story on KXLY.com. Spokane police want the public's help finding a hit-and-run driver. Police say overnight, Saturday, October 21st, around 12:30 in the morning, a man sitting in the road near Sprague and Wall was hit by a car. He was pinned underneath it and dragged for a while before the car drove off down Sprague. The driver is described as a younger white female, possibly with glasses, and the car is a silver, newer model Honda Civic sedan with no front plate. The vehicle may have damage to the lower front bumper. If you know anything about the driver or the vehicle involved, call Crime Check 509-456-2233.
And it's time for First Alert Forecast. It's been a soggy day, but we'll start to see rain begin to ease up in about an hour in downtown Spokane. Meanwhile, in Coeur d'Alene, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. It'll be closer to 8:45, 9 o'clock before things ease up there. We'll see scattered rain and temperatures in the 40s this afternoon.
Election day is just around the corner. It's on Tuesday. And if you need to drop off your ballot, Lime is offering you free rides to do so through Election Day in Spokane. You can get 2 free 30-minute rides by using the promo code Local Elections 2023. To find the ballot box near you, go to KXLY.com/for-the-people. Spokane Valley wants to get rid of junk or unlicensed cars from your yard. The city council is considering a new ordinance that, if passed, would make it illegal for property owners to have more than one junk or unlicensed car on their properties. The city says the council will review and vote November 14th. People have mixed reactions about that proposal. You can find details about what they told us on KXLY.com. The Department of Transportation wants you to be aware of some slowdowns on I-90. In the Silver Lake area, crews will be closing lanes between the Saulnave and Granite Lake exits from now through tomorrow. Crews are continuing to cut down and remove trees that were burned in the Gray Fire. Also, an update within the hour for your commute this morning. One lane in each direction of the Maple Street Bridge will be open today. And by next spring, you will be able to walk or ride beneath the south end of the Monroe Street Bridge. Crews are building a section of paved trail that will run from the plaza overlooking the falls, underneath the bridge, back up to Main Avenue, then down to Peaceful Valley. It'll be known as the South Gorge Trail. One last check of weather right after this.